Remember meeting me?
I remember meeting somebody, yeah.
Yeah, we met at Pathway Clinic in Workington.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 years ago, I can't remember how long.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What was it?
Yeah. Do you know why I couldn't speak on it?
Well, because I asked it.
Yeah. The GP was worried as well, and so they wrote.
Well, I know that GP is, yeah.
Right.
And there's a lot of strange things going on surrounding my health account as well there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've come really because, as I say, I know you've seen your GP. Your GP wrote to me and said, would it be useful to meet up? So I've come really to try and find out what
there's a lot of strange things going on, isn't there?
Go on.
There's a lot of strange things going on, isn't there? Like medical professionals, including yourself, not actually taking any interest in my physical health care.
Okay.
Like LQTC, which is a very serious heart condition.
It is.
Yeah, and I have it, yeah.
Right.
It's on most of my ECG dating back to 2014. So, yeah.
It sounds serious.
It is very serious, yeah. And no doubt it's probably going to do it at some point, yeah.
Well, that's frightening to think like that.
I don't think it's frightening, no, because that sort of doesn't scare me. I've kind of dealt with all of that, been across that bridge. At the end of the day, you're going to die. That guy downstairs is going to die. Everyone's going to die. Including me.
Yes, but you're still a young man, so...
Doesn't matter.
No.
There's better people in this world that died before me, so younger than me. And there's a lot worse, we'll live a lot longer, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, does it? We're all just, grains of sand in time, basically. So yeah.
So how are you?
Apart from the fact that my heart's not working very well, okay, yeah. But it's very strange, isn't it, how no one's really interested in doing anything about my physical health care. What's your opinions on that?
Well, I was going to say, I don't know enough about it, but what's going on?
Well, I think you do, because you're very close friends with Roger Moore, the cardiologist.
Go on.
Dr. Roger Moore. Well, you know him, don't you?
No, I don't.
I don't know, okay.
No. Well, why do you think I might?
Well, because I know you do.
How do you know I do?
Because I've inquired.
Right, okay. Right.
So there we go.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know a Dr. Roger Moore. I don't know any cardiologists, actually.
Okay.
I don't work with any of them.
Okay.
Go on, what about Dr. Roger Moore?
Well, Dr. Roger Moore is the head cardiologist of Cumbria.
Right.
He actually told me himself that you were his friend.
Right.
And he's the one who's left me in the state for the last 4 years.
Right.
So there we go, yeah.
And what's wrong? You mentioned the QT problem.
Well, it's stress, isn't it, the cause of it?
Yeah.
Anger.
Stress does.
Yeah.
So they make a couple of notes, just so I've got the fact right. So go on. What stress is? What's happening?
It's stressful, isn't it?
Well, yes, having a strange sort of company house is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I know.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And it can kill you, can't it?
Well, I hope
Stress.
that this visit doesn't cause that much stress.
Well, stress can kill you, can't it?
It can make you unwell.
Yeah, it can kill you as well, especially if you've got long QTC. So there we go.
And I know from your GP that you've got worried about your health, you mentioned them yourself. But from what you said, it sounds like it's not getting resolved, it's not getting sorted out.
Nobody wants to fix it, no, that's strange, isn't it? But anyway.
Okay. Why? What's going on? Why do people not want to fix it?
I don't know, Andrew. Strange old world it is, isn't it? I'm just a lad at the council estate, you know. I wasn't born into the folks who run society and organise it and plan it and, you know, so there we go. There's a lot of council estate, don't know no behind, but all I know is I'm not doing very well, then I'm getting worse. So there we go.
And why, in what way are things getting worse?
Well, just my heart's not working properly. My nerves are damaged, I know they are because I can feel it. I'm having capitulation throughout my whole body. Jolts and tremors and burning and all kinds of other weird stuff going on. It feels like I'm being burned alive from the inside out.
That sounds horrible.
Not horrible, no. I mean, I've had a lot worse pain than all this in my life. It's just, it ain't scary. There's only so many times something you jump out the bushes before you want to see you again. It ain't scary, it's just not comfortable. Uncomfortable. It ain't scary. But it is uncomfortable, there's no getting away from it.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is.
What needs to be done to put things right?
I don't think I mean, from my research and from what I've been told, QTC and anywhere. So, and because I don't fully know 100% what's wrong with me, how can I ever fix it? I can't fix myself.
No.
And I learned all this a long time ago, anyway, Doctor. I could become the world's foremost expert in ECG, cardiology, neurology, all these ologies. Can't fix myself. I can't stop the things that's happening to me happening. So it's like, you know.
So you can't stop the things that are happening.
Well, the irregular heart rhythm, how can I stop an irregular heart rhythm? I can't do it. I've done everything I've been asked to do and told to do. I've taken medication and all that, and it doesn't do nothing.
Right.
So, you know, I've gone from being a fit, healthy life with a working heart to knackered now. 38 and knackered. It is, yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, I mean, knackered like the gas people and gas jams, didn't they? You know, I mean, it's like machine gunning people at the trenches, if that's apparently real. I wasn't there. That's what I've been taught through history. Those are the kinds of people that exist in the world. Then, long before that, right now, and in the future, it's always going to be those kinds of people. There's always going to be good people and evil people. So, you know, that's the way it is. I'm not saying I'm not an evil person. But something's happened for me to go from being healthy to damage. And no one giving a shit about it. I want to do anything about it.
Do you know how things got damaged? Have you any idea what went wrong?
I can't prove it because I don't have any physical evidence to prove it. Because out there, you know, if like say right now if I offer you a cup of coffee, I could put anything in it and you wouldn't know about it. The only evidence of that would be you lying dead on the floor if you were lucky enough to survive it, or your health from that point onwards would be knackered. That's just an example. There's other examples. Something could end up in your bloodstream. You don't know. You could pick up an infection, a bug. There's all kinds of funky weapons and things floating around now as well. Like you can cook a steak in the microwave, but where's the flames? You can't see them. But that energy is real. It exists. It's invisible to our eyes, but it exists. So there's all kinds of things that could go on in this world, Doctor. It ain't saying it's happening to me. All I'm saying is I've gone from being fit and healthy to knackered. Isn't that very strange?
When were you last getting help and when did you last start then?
Well, even though I'm managing to get my backside up the local hill, which is just there, every day now for the last 40 years, I'm still not well. I know my own body. I'm struggling, my heart's irregular, I'm crashing to get my breath. I know I'm not fit and healthy. So, you know, you can have the worst stage in life of cancer, you can still get your ass at Mount Everest. Because you've got a time frame, haven't you?
Oh, when did it start? When were you last? When was it? How long ago now since you had no?
Well, let's be honest, I was knackered when I started on that rocky turn, an ex-chemotherapy drug from the skin. That badly damaged me.
How old were you then?
I have no idea, Christ. It'll be over 10 years ago easily, because I mean, marriage has been brought down now for 7-8 years. So 10 years ago, probably before, 10 years ago it'll be, maybe a bit longer. And I had a good job working on the boats out in the Solway as a skipper and crew. And then life was kind of sweet then. And then I started feeling very ill then. And my colleagues knew it, my wife knew it, my family knew it, I knew it. And that really did badly damage me. I did have mental health issues then, I was very ill. No one gave a rat's ass.
Ill with what then? When you say mental health issues, what was that?
I just didn't really, I lost track of time, I lost track of responsibilities, I couldn't function, I couldn't think properly, like cognitive skills of like, A, B, C, D. There was like, B and C were missing on the way to D, it was like, I can't remember what's going on here. Physically it was damaging to my body. I'm not saying that hadn't done some damage to my heart, because I think it has. But it's just been a long list of things from that point until now. A lot of strange weird shit. But you know, I mean, I'm not thinking violet and I'm not struggling, so you know, I'm not gonna going to shrink or dissolve in a wave. Just keep going, don't you, so you can't go no more. That's the way the world is, so... But yeah, I think I've been poisoned, but I can't prove it 100%. I've got a lot of evidence pointing towards that. But I'm not an idiot to say 100% that's what happened.
No.
Because I'll think, like I said to you before, example, I could put something in your coffee and you wouldn't know about it.
No. But that's a serious worry to think that you might have been poisoned. Someone would have that intention to hurt you.
It isn't even a worry, Andrew, because I mean, I've not grown up in a soft family, I'm not a soft lad, and things that happened to me in my life, it's been, you know, I mean, I've had a lot of serious things going on in my life, so this hasn't come as like a bolt out of the blue, it's like, oh my god, this is, what's come out as a real shock is just the weakness of it all, not so much the actual events behind it, because even I can laugh at what's happened. You know, I've got a sense of humour.
Go on, it sounds too serious to me.
No, I can laugh at it. Yeah. Most people couldn't, but I can, yeah. I've had a good chuckle to myself lots of times about it. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going when most people probably wouldn't be. I've escaped from situations that, you know, I shouldn't have been put in, but I have done. I've damaged myself doing it, but again, I've got away.
Escape from situations? What?
Well, you guys locked me up in the mental hospital, didn't you? I mean, you should know about that because you... Yeah, strange, isn't it? And now you never actually assessed me when you were there.
No, I wasn't involved in your care.
No, but why were you wanting me medicated then?
Well, I think I was involved in your care at that point.
No, but you were in conversation between the others.
Yes.
And all the doctors were strangely off on holiday and all that sort of weird stuff. And my QTC level, which in any other hospital in the UK, would have had me admitted into CCU. But strangely, I was taken to hospital and she forcefully put in there for 8 days by security. Strange.
And that's right, because you climbed out of the roof, didn't you?
Twice, yeah.
Twice. And disappeared for months, is that right?
Well, I was total ninja, yeah.
Disappeared.
It wasn't disappearing, because everyone knew where I was. I'm not that stupid. I've gone back through everything that's happened to me all the way back, going back a long time. I'm smart enough to know where I know where I am. I knew it all along, but I'm not going to say so, because lots of events happened when I was away as well, so, you know. Like you said to you, about the Nazis and stuff. They took over the political party, a country, and they tried to take over the world. Apparently that's what I've been told. I don't know, I wasn't there, I wasn't alive. So, you know, it's not a stretch to think that those kinds of people aren't sort of at play now, or, you know, around now. I'm not saying that's real. But who knows, anything can happen then, it can happen now. Yeah, and if the gas people and chambers and machine gun people, it's not a stretch to think that it could happen to one person, me, getting forced with a shitty stick. It happens to all those millions of people. Again, I'm not saying that's real. But the possibility of it being real. Yeah. Who knows, right, Doctor?
No, that's right. We don't.
So, well, I can't be got anyway.
But go on, the health problems, I get that.
That's why I think I can argue, you've never been like that. Carry on.
So having something wrong with your heart, fair enough, but why might it be poison? Why might it just not be, because people do get heart problems, don't they?
No. That's like saying walking past a crocodile pit. Well, not a pit, but like a water area where they live. And one jumping out the water and taking a chunk out of your leg. And then going, it's just one of those things in life, isn't it? You know, it just happened, and you know, that was the imaginary thing that I didn't see. No. Just as this experience we're having right now is apparently real. Well, it is real, I'm not sure, but what I'm saying is, you know, everything that happened to me then, the events that happened, 100% real. Not high on drugs, not drunk, not friends of ours, not floating on a cloud, you know, no unicorn, yeah, normal stuff. But you know, I mean, how many people in this world all day, every day, stabbed, shot, bombed, killed, raped, pedophiles, all kinds of evil people.
How many get poisoned though?
Of course it is. And how many people, it's not like there's God going with his little pancake sending you a message and on the phone going, oh, guess what I'm doing? There's been 500 people poisoned today. How would you find that out? You wouldn't, because, like I said, plop, and you drink. And there's poisons and medicines and all kinds of things nowadays where there's no sign in your bloodstream, there's no sign of anything.
Why you though?
Who knows, eh? Why not me?
Well, I don't know.
Why a beautiful girl walking down the street? Why rape her? Why, why does somebody shoot someone for no reason? Why does somebody poison, shoot, stab, rape, all these things? Just because these are the kinds of people that exist in this world. Why not me? Why not you? Why not anyone? I'm not some special case who's immune to anything. We're in the real world, aren't we? So there we go. Why not me? You know, has somebody done something and I've cottoned on to it? Who knows? Or has somebody done something and I've cottoned on to it? Who knows? Or does somebody just not like me, like an ex-wife? Who knows? So there we go. Could it be you? Who knows? Could it be Roger Miller? Who knows?
But does that make you feel like things aren't safe then, if you don't know?
There's no such thing as safety, Andrew. There's no such thing as safety, it's an illusion. Most things, freedom, peace, it's all an illusion. Safety is an illusion. I'm not safe in here right now, because I've got a serious heart problem, which can kill me at any moment. So that's not safety. So there we go. Could the neighbour next door just go like that and click like somebody like that Dave Bird character and just say, right, I'm going to go and shoot people and, you know, there.
But how do you make sense of the fact that you're certain that you've got a serious heart problem, but medical professionals don't have a degree of concern? I think that's the right way of putting it, isn't it? I know you've seen doctors.
You put it that way, yes, but however I've seen other medical professionals who disagree strongly.
Okay, so some are saying you have got a serious heart problem.
Amongst other things, yeah.
So but you're not being offered treatment, am I right in thinking that?
Well, you know that, doctor, yeah. Of course I know.
So how do you make sense of that your GPs or the local cardiologists are not offering you treatment? How do you make sense?
You can't make sense of it. Because to do so is a mental illness, isn't it?
I don't know, I'm trying to make sense of it.
Well, you can't make sense of it, can you? Perfect. You can't make sense of it. It's just part of the game, isn't it? You know what I mean? So you can't make sense of it. The only thing you can think to yourself is, someone clearly doesn't like it. And that's it. Someone doesn't like that. And that's it.
So someone's going in for you in some way, or?
Pretty much, I think so, yeah. Can I prove it? Not 100% no. Because intelligent people, you know, and there's lots of intelligent people and lots of stupid people. And some of them are very good, nice people, and some of them are the most evil scum of this world. Do I think I've upset good, nice people? No. Scum of the world? Probably, yeah. They'll do anything to protect themselves, cover things up. I don't know, I can't prove it.
But if someone put it in for you that could influence whether you get treatment or not, that's someone with power or authority or...
Power's an illusion as well, isn't it? For instance, right now, if me and you were to go out on that triangle of grass outside, I'll fancy my chances. Is that a form of power? Not really. Not sort of, it's an illusion. It's an illusion, yeah. Or someone who hides behind mental health, hides behind the government, hides behind the police, hides behind all these things, hides behind a gang, hides behind a gun, hides behind a knife, hides behind a shield. It's all protection at the end of the day to be able to do whatever it is that you desire. So if the evil people want to do things to people, they'll hide behind something. I don't have anything to hide behind. I don't. But other people do. And other people who are doing this to me do they have things to hide behind? I believe so, yes. Is it power? It's an illusion. Yeah, you can kill people. Yeah. We can all kill people. I would never do it, because I'm not a bad person. If I had sheep to protect, people could catch the fish, you know. We have to go to watch someone start to bombard our country sort of thing. But again, like, I'm not an evil person. I don't wake up every day and think, right, how can I ruin somebody's life? I don't think that. I certainly wouldn't have that, because it's what cowards do. I wouldn't poison somebody. I wouldn't ever rape anybody or do anything evil like that. It's not what I'm about at all. I'm going to go surfing and try and get on my life, but, you know, that's screwed anyway.
Well, go on. So what is life like at the moment? What is your life? Who do you live on your own?
This is my mum's house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Back in the real one, 16, 17. Yeah, but again, that's all irrelevant, Andrew, because there's no independence, there's no freedom, there's no peace, there's no security in the society. I've worked that out. I'm very good at seeing patterns and things. I've had a lot of free time on my own to think, and I've gone through everything in my life since I divorced, ill health and things, and I can see patterns and things, and I can see the way things are run and the way things are done. So I've cottoned on to everything pretty much. So I'm in deep shit pretty much, yeah. Is there a way out of it? Probably not.
So why are you in deep shit?
Well, when you've got these art issues, Andrew, that might have been caused by poison, that's deep shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, but again, I sit down on the top of the hill and I want you to go through everything and I think it through. My granddad is on that photograph, fellas like that. It's worth 10 billion of these bastards that have been doing things to me. And I think about fellas like that and now with like these guys and all these other people who are no longer with us. People I admired, famous people, you know, my family, my friends, some of them aren't here no more. I've looked at God and I've read all the religious books, the Quran, the Bible, Buddha, Allah, all these different things. Spirituality and, you know, because I've always been out in nature my whole life, I've always believed in something. And then I look at nature itself, how everything's all a link in a chain and a circle, and the animals, life and death, the food chain, all that sort of stuff. Because when you look at nature, everything's beautiful and perfect and designed and functioning as a purposeful thing. When you look at humanity, it's fucked. That's it, pretty much. So, in the real world, outside these walls, it's survival of the fittest, the cleverest, the smartest, and all that sort of stuff, and the fittest. In this man-made world we live in, it's not that at all. It's who you know, what club you're a part of, what your religious faith is, how well in you connected, and all that sort of stuff, how wealthy you are.
So what about your life then? Is life okay? Is it not okay?
Well, apart from my heart not working, right, I've got a good life because I don't want anything from life, Andrew. I've cottoned on to what life is. It's not the destination, it's just a journey.
But is the journey satisfactory? Is the living there?
Well, of course, it's not perfect.
No.
But it certainly isn't the worst in the world by a long stretch. And I don't have any sort of bar of like, I want to have a big 3-bedroom house with 4 kids and I want this amount of money and I want this perfect different. I don't have all that, I don't think about that. What's happened to me, I wouldn't change it for the world because it taught me a lot. And a lot of people go through their entire life at 120 and never even realise things I've worked out and realised. So I wouldn't change any of it. Very thankful in fact. Very thankful I can still breathe in. Very thankful for the fact of the lessons I've learned. To be able to have that education, to learn and understand things very clearly. In fact, to feel that connection that I didn't have since I was a kid. To I'm not religious in the sense of Bible God. But I do believe there is something there. Of course there is. I mean, you spend time in nature. I mean, it's like everything's designed, it's created, it's had a purpose, it's, you know. Yeah. So it's like, what happens to me, I wouldn't change it, no. Not even my divorce and stuff. All the bad things that have happened, good things happen for a reason, and they're the good things that you look to. And the bad things happen to wake up to what you've had and what you can have and what you've seen. There's people a lot worse off than me. For instance, I have a condition, I don't fully know what it is. I could have some kind of infection, disease, cancer, I don't know. Can it be cured or fixed? I don't know. But LQTC can kill you at any moment. Again, that doesn't worry me anymore. Because if it's like that, I won't know about it. And then I'll be with people that are or part of the, you know, mold back into the oneness of it all.
So does it affect how you live your life, thinking that you could, you know, your heart could stop at any second? Does it stop you doing things?
No, it doesn't stop me doing things or going anywhere, because I'm the sort of fellow that you can throw anything at me in this world and I'll still try and do a backflip up that hill. And I still try and walk up that hill every day.
Which hills do you go every day?
Well, there's just different ones around here. I can't remember the names of it right now. But yeah, different hills. Sometimes I just go down through the woods, up the little stream. So it's just walking. It's like, walking's always been the thing I've always loved, because it keeps you going. You can think, you can be part of nature, you can It's a beautiful thing. Swimming, surfing, all those things are beautiful things where you immerse yourself in nature. It's like you can switch off from all the bullshit and you're just like, and you're part of it all, and it's lovely. Cycling is another one, kayaking, all these sort of things I'm doing. Running.
Do you want to work again?
Yeah. But can I do what I did? Could I work in the slate mine? No. Physically, I'll be dead within less than an hour. Could I work in forestry like I did? No, I'll be dead within an hour. Couldn't work offshore on the boats no more because I couldn't get my ML medical because I've got a condition that no chance. Of course I want to work again. What am I going to do though? Everything that's happened to me around here, it seems like the whole world turned against us. You know, I'm not going to mention any names of these secret societies, but secret societies is enough to kind of say what it is. They're the ones who run the show behind closed doors. So when you piss people off, all the doors get closed in your face. You ain't having a job either, if you're not wanted down here, oh, fuck off. I'm not going nowhere, I was born here, this is my fucking home. I love it here. Am I going to move away if somebody says go? Am I going to move away if someone threatens me? No way. This is where I want to be. And am I going to stay here forever? No, because I can't surf here. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like a bird and I turn and migrate from north to south. I'll head to the waves and send it to the ocean, come back up here. But I'm not just going to, like that. That's why I stayed here as well, to make a point. You're not fucking telling me to just off it and go and get away. I was born here, it's my home, my family here, my friends. Well, friends. My life's from here.
Friends.
Exactly, yeah. Friends under, I mean, what a strange old terminology that is.
Right.
But when you go through what I've gone through, you soon find out who you can truly rely on in this world. And I've realised that there's no one to rely on except your own two hands. You might find yourself in a situation one day, Andrew, just like that. For instance, none of my friends just live in the public. You could be in the ocean or a lake or a river. You could be drowning. There's people that would dive in no matter what to try and pull you out, whether they knew you or not. Friends and family and strangers would walk away to save themselves. Can't begrudge them because it's life and death at the end of the day, but you should find the people who want to try and dive in for you. They're the people that spend your life with.
Who have you got in life? Who have you got that you can turn to?
I don't trust anybody anymore. That's not a mental illness.
No, but what about mum? You live with mum.
I don't trust anybody. I've been let down my entire life. I'm doing by everybody.
So why don't you trust your mum?
Well, why should I? Mothers kill people in this world. I'm not saying she's trying to kill us. I'm just saying. There's people in this world that, you know, yeah. So there we go.
So you can't between you then if you don't trust?
No, we don't talk. It's better that way.
You just live separately with it.
Well, I mean, because it's this or the bush outside. And if I'm in that bush outside, I know after having pneumonia and hypothermia, and having the other conditions that I've got, I'm still bleeding out my front end every day. I know that if I'm out in that bush, I know after having pneumonia and hypothermia plus the conditions I've now got, I'll be dead within 48 hours, 72 hours. Purely from exposure.
And what's your mum's approach to you living here? Is she...
Well, of course they don't want to be in Andrew, but they don't want to see it out in the bush.
Whose side is your mum got?
Well, my stepdad, yeah.
Okay, right.
So they don't want to see it out in the bushes.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on, and it's just a whole strange lot of shit going on. I know I shouldn't be here, I know I'm not welcome here. I don't want to be here. So I just need to get away from here, and that's the plan.
Have you tried getting your own place?
That's not going to work, Andrew.
Go on, why not?
Well, because I've got no money. I can't have a place with no money.
Are you claiming any benefits?
No, I've tried to make claims in the past, but someone keeps cancelling these appointments with these doctors. Or somebody keeps cancelling it, or when I try to put the IDs on the screen, the IDs get cancelled, or they won't let me upload my IDs onto the computer. You know, these gremlins and things that inhabit the computer world.
So you're not receiving any benefits?
No, don't want any money, Andrew.
But you need money, don't you?
Not really, no.
Well, eating and...
Well, if my health was 100%, I could be out in those bushes hunting, fishing and trapping and foraging, and I'd be sound as a pound. And I did that, not 100%, because I was having some income to pay for my petrol in my car. But I did it without time for a period of time. And that woke me up to the reality of the world, especially when you're lying on your back and you're looking up at the starlit sky and you've got the northern lights twinkling on it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's like beautiful, you know, and then you're catching a trout in the lake and perfection. So you don't need money to live, it's an illusion. This society we live in is an illusion. It's a manufactured situation.
Well, does your mum not want you to get some benefits so you can contribute to the food here?
Well, I'm sure she wants that, yeah, she wants money to pay for the food, yeah. But am I going to go through the stress of the carry on of all that shit to just get some swear talking? No, I'm not. Can't be bothered with it all, man. I've had enough. So I'm going to leave. I'll come back here, spend time here, but I am going to go away, yeah. That's the plan.
Yeah.
I don't have anything set in stone for where I'm going to go. Will the problems I've got here follow me? Forget the health side of things, whether it's mental or physical. Probably, yeah. Because I've cottoned on to something a bit larger than what I kind of first realised. Like I said, the Nazi type thing, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's real, but you know. There's Nazis in this town, there's Nazis in every part of the world. Then, so why not now? And of course we've got technology now where, you know, it's not like you're sending a pigeon out. It's like, idea, or he's there, or he's on the train, or he's got off the train, or he's here. You can send pictures, you can send messages, you can send video, you can do everything all at once. So it's very hard to just, you know, if people like that do, which I'm not saying that's real, you're fucked, aren't you? You can't move by public transport because there's cameras everywhere and there's people always on the lookout for you. So if we live in such a close, monitored society, it's very hard to move about freely without being seen or followed or heard of. And if you want to get a job, you have to have money, you have to have an ID that's real. I've tried fake IDs on with a lot. It's inflamed the situation.
That's right. I think the GP said that you've been to a hospital in Wales.
Well, I've been all over the UK, Andrew. I've been all over the UK, and I've tried. You can't knock me for trying. The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. So I've tried different IDs in different parts of the company. It worked for a little while until...
So why did you go to all these different hospitals?
Because I know that there's something not right with my health. And I know that I've been lied to here, and I've got proof to prove it. Yeah. So of course I'm going to go away and try something else. Other people don't have the institution to do that. I've tried.
But did they all say the same thing?
No. This is how I found out from when I was down in South. I'm not going to say where, but you probably know anyway. Somewhere down South. They found them on QTC and they gave me a very detailed explanation. I've even got a print off of all the documentation from the ward and everything, the ECGs, the whole lot. And I've educated myself to a good level. I've been told by certain medical professionals that I've actually got more knowledge than certain regs and F1s and stuff. Junior doctors. But I've had to educate myself, Andrew. I'm not trying to like just say, oh look at me, what a hero, or what a clever fella. I have to learn. Because if you start talking to me in German and I can't speak German or hear German or like German, and I'm kind of knackered. You could say anything to me and I wouldn't know. So it makes sense to learn German if you're trying to hand me notes in German or you're trying to talk to me in German. So you learn German and then you're like, oh, when I'm listening to you talk to Bill over there, I can hear what you're saying. So that's why I've had to learn. So I can look at these ECGs, so when I've been told, oh that's normal baby, or whatever my name is at the time, like, it's like, no it fucking isn't. Oh well, how do you know it isn't? Because I can read ECGs. That couldn't be there. The QTC levels closed. The QT levels too low. All these different things. I don't know everything because I don't. But I have a good idea.
Have you been to hospital recently because of any health concerns?
I'm not going to hospital no more, Andrew. Why ring for ambulances when the paramedics aren't helping me? And if my heart stops, I'm going to try and revive it. Who knows? Probably not. I'm not saying that that's real. Who knows? Would I go to that place? No.
Which place?
White Heaven. You know, it's like getting an invitation to a natural gas chamber.
So,
that's a joke by the way, Andrew.
I was going to say, what's the extreme thing to say?
Well, yeah, well, you know, who knows, eh? Not saying that everyone's getting gas in the chamber. Why not me, though, eh? Depending on what I've done wrong, I don't know. So at the end of the day, you're asking me, like, why go away and do these IDs? Just to find out why. What's going on. If I'm getting all the same opinion and information from everywhere, then I'll start thinking, maybe I'm thinking too much into this. But when my symptoms, which can't be fake, can't be caused by anxiety, tally up with the ECGs that are all abnormal, tally up with opinion that are in different parts of the UK, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, England, everywhere. I mean, you could get a hospital out before dark on it, I've been to it. So it's like, and they're all different opinions. I've even met many staff members who've worked in the hospitals up here and in different places. So I'm screwed at that point, yeah. Once I know who I am, I'm screwed. But if I go somewhere new where no one knows who I am, and I get that initial stroke of luck and I manage to get in, and I get a copy of the ECG or whatever, then I find out the truth. Not the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
But it never progresses.
Well, it's not gonna want to. Because if the people that are after me, like, if they are after me, those kind of people, they've got to pull the strings, because that's what you were saying about the power thing. It's not power, it's ability. I'm not saying that's real, but it's strange, isn't it, how all this real factual information, because I've just got a blank piece of paper like you're doing now and drawn on it, with crayons, Andrew. I've made shit up, and I've got an ECG that shows 1QTC that will be enough to have me admitted in a CCU unit anywhere in the UK or the world. But strangely, because it's me, get him out of here. Why?
Look on why.
Exactly, Andrew. Why, eh? You're left-handed as well, I've noticed that. I've never seen anybody writing with the page that went down there, though. Us left-handers are all funky, aren't they?
Oh, you're left-handed?
I am, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But
ambidextrous in fact. Yeah.
But you might have come up with some. We always have to explain things.
Well, of course we do. We come up with conclusions. I mean, it's scientific, isn't it? You know, you've got your conclusions, and then you come to your hypotheses, and all. You have the hypotheses and your conclusions. But even then, it's just theories at the end of the day.
But what theories have you got? Because you've got to make sense of it in some way.
Well, it's straightforward. Could there be people after me? That's the theory, possible theory, isn't it? I'm not saying it's factual, because I can't prove it.
It's possible.
Well, it's rather strong possibility, yes. Do I believe it 100%?
But why you? Why never you?
Exactly.
What is it about you?
It's like me, it's like having all those theories on the wall and me just throwing a dart. It might land on the right one, it might not. How can I say 100%? I don't know.
No.
And of course, if I do say 100%, then it's a mental illness, isn't it? I've got something down there, I think I should go up here.
Hello.
Go on, out you go, I'm just finishing this conversation. These are a lot of stuff written down. Double-edged swords. So, what was the thing you said then, sorry? Who or why was it?
Yeah, why you?
Yeah, why me? Well, why not me? Why not me?
Well, go on. I don't know how to answer that.
Well, because you don't answer it, because it's the kryptonite, isn't it, for your question? If somebody has a desire to do something, why not you, why not me? If I do something wrong or you do something wrong, is there a repercussion? There might be, there might not be. The message is an example of a group of people that do things to people. If it's happened then, why not now? I'm not saying that that's real. But again, when we're talking about scale, one person getting shafted, which is me, against all those millions. I mean, there's always been empire building and taking over and murder and pillaging and killing and getting, just so people can get whatever it is they want. People are hedonistic, they panic, they want things. So, as I said, hedonistic, so, you know, it's like pursuit of desire only and pleasure, and everything else can just get out of the way. I'm not one of those people. A job isn't just a means of making money. You know, sorry, a job is just a means of making money. For instance, your job is mental health. Again, it's a double-edged sword. It can be used as a weapon, or it can be used to help people. So everything in society, it's not proof of goodness, whether you're a police officer or a nurse or a doctor. You know, because evil is evil. There's nothing in society in any job description that rules out evil people. It's just, can you do the job and what's your CV like and do you have anything? It doesn't rule out these nurses that are killing people, or doctors that are killing people, or police officers that are killing people, or conspiracies of people that are killing people. World takeovers, empire building, all that sort of stuff naturally. Drug deals, thieves, all gangs of localised small things and also world related. You step on their toes, you'll end up in a street dead. Like it's local, and then you get a bit of a kick between the balls. You upset the worldwide drug dealers and you threaten their empire, what's they going to do to you? It's dead like that. And of course, there's many ways of doing that, isn't there? There's quick. Get rid of you so you'll never be found again. But maybe you want to see you get tortured. So there's different ways of doing it. There's torture and there's really quick. Then again, you've got the old like, well, who's he called and what does he know, and well, we can't just get rid of him because it looks him obvious, so, I'm not saying that's 100%. All things in this world can be used for good or evil, everything. Even emotions, love, it can be used to entrap people, it can be used as a real emotional loving thing. Jobs and professions, tangible objects, physical objects, all kinds of weapons. Animals, nature, training, people, religion, brainwashing people. So everything is a double-edged sword, it can be used for good or evil. And then of course you throw in the old loyalty, money, friendship, mind control, life, family, love, religion, profession, etc. It creates equals and opposites, good and evil, or if I step on one of your friend's toes, what would you do to protect that person? If you step on my mum's toes, what would I do to you to protect her? That's how the world, it's like things like that. So yeah, again, good people can and do get destroyed by gangs of bad people. A beautiful lady walking down the street can just get pulled in a dark alley and raped and dead. And she's a statistic. So can I even go to jail, raped, murdered, There's just lots of the world's just it's the left hand like there's no getting away from it. Like when you really delve into things, which I shouldn't have done, but when you do, isn't it a mess? There's a lot of beauty in the world as well. It's like the kind of good evil, it's like the balance, isn't it? It's the ratio. History and present prove it. You look at anything to do with police officers or crimes in general. Police are just as guilty of crime as anybody. Doctors are just as guilty of harming people as helping people.
With all of this, how are you in yourself and your mood? How do you feel?
Am I depressed? No. When I look at it and I think, am I disillusioned? I would say so. Has it upset us? Yeah, I would say so. Because it's like, why can't everything in the world just be okay? Why can't all the bullshit stop? But it ain't gone, is it? Whether it's national, international.
So, you say you're not depressed, that's okay, but at times you just feel you've had enough. Have you ever had thoughts of what you end life?
Never.
Have you ever thought you end life?
No. People will push me, possibly hoping for that, but it ain't ever going to happen. Life's a beautiful gift, given by whatever it is that's behind the curtain.
Well, go on, I'm being more direct now, but given I think I'm right in picking up the concerns you have that maybe people are making this worse for you.
Could easily be,
have you any thought about wanting to take some retribution against anyone?
Why would I do that, Andrew? In the real world, outside those doors, if you strip away all the lies, if you strip away all these shields that all these people hide behind, and it was a fair, level playing field, would I do it? No. Because it proves to them that I'm a stronger person than them. They can throw everything they've got at me, and I'll just stand there and go, fucking that all you got. Because I haven't even lifted a finger. I've done nothing. Little old me on my own self has actually done quite a lot. I've done quite a lot actually. I've ruffled a lot of feathers. I've woken a lot of people up. Back down an inch. But have I have to do anything physical threats, or would I do it? No. Why would I do it? Say I'm not an idiot, I'm doing. I get called by certain people that I'm very clever, so I'm classed as intelligent. I get called by other people that I'm extremely stupid, which makes me a moron. Intelligent moron, that's like, it's like an oxymoron, isn't it? So it's like, yeah, I get told that I'm an intelligent person, I get told I'm a stupid person. I don't believe I'm stupid, no. I believe I'm quite intelligent, yeah. So, working on that, if you work from a pure emotional standpoint, if I just allow my emotions to rule, and not allow the higher intelligence to take control, if you just allow emotions to take over, what would happen? If you're out down the street and somebody was giving you a hard time in the street, it's just you against him. If he was pushing you, chances are, if you were pushed so far, if he hits you, you're probably going to hit back. If he tries to hit you, you're going to hit back. If he tries to smash a chair over you, what are you going to do? Say, I don't know, I'm not in that situation. But in this situation, it's different. Because it isn't just a fight of you hit me, I can hit you back. Because it's not a level playing field. You mentioned power. It isn't power, it's just an illusion. It's ability. I'm not in the situation to be able to do what's been done to me. So it's intelligence, it's controlling emotion. So would I do anything to people? No.
Okay. What do you make of the fact that you were detained into hospital into a psychiatric unit?
Well, I can see through it, Andrew. I can see through it, and I know how it is.
Do you think there's any possibility that the doctors that decided to detain you might have been and thought
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because I've got enough evidence. The ECGs have a QTC on that night of 477. Anything over 470 is an admission into CCU. Anything over 440 is abnormal. But I was sat where my foot is right now, with cyanosed hands and feet, shivering like a leaf. My blood pressure was enough to kill me. My heart rate was enough to kill me, and my QTC level is enough to trigger ventricular tachycardia, pulsated point, which is twisting the point, or VF, which is fibrillation. Did anyone care? No. So when I was tricked into, because they called me in here, they weren't going to admit me, and they took me to that hospital in London to get my physical stuff looked at, and all my physical stuff was ignored, and I was shoved into user by 4 security guards. There was no doctor strangely on for the whole 8 days that I was in there. They were all weirdly on holiday. I was treated like shit in there. I'd give everyone a fair crack of the whip, and I was willing to play a ball. But I was treated like shit, and I was being hurt badly. So did I just say, fuck it? Well, I was having arrhythmias and stuff. I'm not saying that someone's hurt me. You can be hurt and not be. For my own health in general, that wasn't a good place for me to be. So, we've all got a spider sense like Spider-Man, the 6th sense. It's like, I'm not safe in here. So I've got out there. And I won't be going back, because if I ever do that, then I'll be getting out again. And I broke out the first time, and I broke my ankle, damaged all my ligaments. And I got caught by the police and put back in. But then I broke out again. So I was on the run, and my leg was a total mess. But again,
have you got to check out somewhere?
All over the place. I mean, I was on the run. So what does that do to your health? Not obviously. But
was that frightening?
No, not frightening at all. It's just, I'm not frightened of things like that, Andrew, because I'm not the sort of person. My genetic makeup, my heritage, my family, my blood, and all those things, I'm not the sort of person you're going to scare. I'll stand in the ring with anyone in this world and have a fair go. I'm not scared of that stuff. I'll go to the front line with a gun.
If the doctor now recommended some psychiatric medication, would you take it? Would you be interested?
The thing is, there has to be a reason, Andrew, for giving somebody a medication.
Yes, there does. Of course there does.
Yeah. So if you, for instance, go at people, I brought them all down because you've all thrown them at me, so here we are. Can't prove a negative.
No.
Can you not?
Go on.
Well, I'm asking. See, because your colleagues, in fact you said as well, I've recorded that conversation, but your colleagues have said to me you can't prove negatives. Now I wrote this down because I wanted to know what state my mind was going to be in. But it's like, it's joggy memory. See, I've gone through everything that you guys have thrown at me with a fine-tooth comb, including getting opinions off people, dictionaries that are all above board, not made joined with films. You know, like your delusional talk and all this sort of stuff, and you can't prove negatives, and you floating teapots, and all of those things. Occam's razor. Well, you should know what Occam's razor is. How do you not know what Occam's razor is, Andrew? As a psychiatrist,
Occam's razor?
Yeah, you do know what it is.
It doesn't ring a bell.
No, but you do know what it is because it's part of all your training.
Go and explain to me so I can...
Well, I didn't wrote it down, but I just wrote Occam's razor. Occam's razor, the simplest explanation, you know, is usually the correct one, isn't it?
Sorry, is it?
Usually the correct one. That's what Stuart Thompson, your colleague, said to me.
Ah, okay.
But Dave's razor, even though I've shared for a while, is a bit sharper than Occam's razor. And I didn't go to school with Occam, but it's a bit sharper. And my way of thinking is, the truth is always the correct explanation, no matter how difficult or hard to believe. The truth is always the truth. Occam's razor is a guess. And that's just one of the things that you guys keep putting at us. So how, and you say you can't prove negatives, well I think that's quite ironic and unscientific. Do you not think?
I'm trying to think it through and think whether there's any negatives you can prove.
Well, here we go, I'll write them off there. Stuart Sorensen, in his own words, of saying that you can't prove negatives, straight away it's ironic and unscientific. His attitude itself is a negative, it's a negative attitude saying that you can't prove something. So it's positive to prove there that it's a negative attitude. Saying straight away that you can't prove something. Well, how very unscientific. Temperature. Battery, the opposite, positive, negative. Electricity and currents, mathematics. 1 minus 2 is negative. Elevation, depth. Scientific. Blood test. HIV positive or what? Negative. So blood tests can prove negative. They're obviously like things like that. Mental health and psychotherapy, Andrew. Depression is a negative mood, it's not a positive mood. So that's proof negative. It's proof of a negative mood, it's proof of a negative. Photographs, negatives. Lots of negatives. So I'm just going through the things that you're not all thrown at me. Bipolar disorder, which I don't have, but I'm aware of what it is because I've gone through the fine-tooth comb, is a positive and a negative. So you're opposite ends of the scale, haven't you?
So that's taking a lot of your time.
It's a matter of sitting here all day, isn't it? See, are you here to help or are you here to hinder?
I hope I'm here to be helpful. I hope I am, but...
We'll find out, won't we? See, I'd like to be able to go down there. If I could read you that in.
It might be difficult. I've written some of the things I've just written some of the words. Sometimes I like what people say, some of the words. So what have I written here? So when you said about Dr. Roger Moore at the beginning, I made a note about that. And then you said your heart's not working properly, so I wrote that down.
Dr. Roger Moore, yeah, well Dr. Roger Moore hasn't helped me, he's hindered me.
Yeah.
How can a doctor who's the lead cardiologist in Cumbria not acknowledge my ECG because he's been proven with a tooth comb and they just call him and not acknowledge the long true CT on all my ECGs? Why is not acknowledged atrial fibrillation on his heart recordings? Why? So there we go, weird, eh? So you're making notes of things, so am I. So, I don't really have, you know, so it's about negatives and stuff, and, you know. So let's just go for the other one there.
I'm afraid...
An absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
Hey, I'm out of time, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not, so...
No, but I have to go.
Religion, Andrew.
I have to be somewhere else.
But when we talk about delusions, see, when you guys are talking about mental health, I'm asking you now as a patient, which I'm not, but as a person who's been assessed, to you as a doctor, what are we talking about?
We'll talk about
mental health, mental illness.
So we talk about whether people are distressed.
No, I'm asking you, what, because not only after all these ongoing assessments and harassment, which is pretty much has been, nothing's come forward apart from possible delusion. A delusion is basically, in the dictionary, mistaken ideas. So it's a mistaken idea, a mental illness, Because if we're talking about mistakes,
it depends whether that mistaken idea causes distress or problems. If it doesn't cause any distress, then probably it's not mental.
Well, so then, as I said about the double-edged sword thing, and to do with mental health being used as a weapon or being used as...
And of course, different people have different ideas about that. So, sometimes...
So if I'm a lot of a council state causes ripples and distress for people who, have a lot to lose, then that's an issue for them, isn't it? So they might use all these weapons at their disposal, but I don't have any answer.
No.
Apart from my intelligence, which can only get you so far, because at the end of the day, when you're surrounded, you're surrounded. I'm not saying I am, but...
Well, go on. It's only fair that I set out to you my thoughts. I know that I can't know what's going on in your mind. I can't.
So I don't know what's going on in your mind either.
So I can't read your thoughts. So all I can do is listen.
But equally, you can't claim one way or the other what is real and what isn't. What's happened in anyone's life.
You're quite right. You're quite right.
No, but in anyone's life.
No, that's right. I can't. But I'm sitting here thinking that you are very focused on your physical health, but that opinion doesn't seem to be shared by a lot of other doctors.
But it's also good by a lot of other doctors. And I'm willing as well, Andrew, by the way, to go to a court of law with all these people that I'm apparently accusing, because that's all I'm doing is making accusations based on real events and factual documentable evidence. So if we went to a court of law, do you think, well, I shouldn't ask that question, I'll just say, I know that they would not have a leg to stand on in a fair, impartial court of law with all my ECGs, even be sure going back to one of them that's got long QTC on and it hasn't been acknowledged or recognised. Leg to stand on. The bleeding. All the other things. But we don't live in a fair, impartial world, do we? Because we'll go through all the things that I've already talked about.
But one of the things that strikes me, and in a way you said this yourself, is you really struggle to trust people.
That's not a mental illness, Andrew.
No, it isn't. But I'm really struck by that. That it's really hard to believe that anyone might be useful or helpful or honest. And that concerns me, because I think that suggests something. Well, for me it sounds isolating or lonely. You don't trust people.
I'm not isolated or lonely. I have a fair idea that if I was to get away from here, under the cover of darkness, quietly, got away with a few quid in my back pocket, I reckon I'd do alright. And I reckon that if I managed to get somewhere where nobody knew where I was...
But you have gone away quite a lot.
But it doesn't matter, Andrew, because it doesn't matter, because if I go away, say if I'm the fox, and the hound knows where I am the whole journey, then it's an irrelevant journey. It achieves nothing. If I go away and everyone knows where I am, I'm not saying that's real, but if this bunch of people are after me, or one person or two persons, or everyone, I'm not saying that's real, is after me, it's an irrelevant journey. If everyone knows where I am at every moment, then me trying to go away to get a fresh start is never going to happen. But if I manage to get away where no one knows where I am, will it happen? It's a 50-50 toss-up. Because do the people who are looking for me have the power to find me anyway, including at the North Pole? Possibly. So am I screwed? I don't know. But I think I've had my fair share of being caught with a shitty stick for a while now. It'd be quite nice to stop, How that's going to happen, I have no idea. But do I want to ruin your life? Roger's life? Anyone else's life? No. Am I a vengeful person? No. Do I want to seek revenge or violence? No. I'm not enough to know that I'm involved in a situation where that's not going to work.
Would you come and see me at Park Lane?
You've got to give a reason, Andrew.
Because I'm concerned.
But you're not a friend or family member.
No, I'm not.
So if I don't have any mental illnesses, which I know I don't, am I suffering from the physical fallout? You've got to believe it.
But if I said, based on my experience of many years, that I think something isn't right with your mental well-being, that something's gone wrong. You used to be a man that had a job, had a relationship, presumably had a house, you got on with life, And all of that's gone.
Doesn't matter.
And now your life is focused around the concerns of your physical health.
Andrew.
And I just feel something's gone wrong.
Andrew, all of those things are totally irrelevant illusions. They're meaningless.
I think they're all signs that something's progressively gone.
No. If you look at all of those things, they are all illusions. Marriage is an illusion, it's a creation. It's in the real world, it means nothing. If two people love each other or they hate each other, that's it. Marriage is basically a contract, it's a business contract. A house, in some respects, it's a home, but in other respects, it's a shackle that's around you. And you've got to work hard every day to pay for that shackle. Exactly.
But it's also being able to maintain a relationship, being able to maintain a job, those are things that require a high level of functioning as a human being.
But Andrew, if you skip all of those things, right? If you throw all that sort of stuff to one side, if I have a house, if I have a wife, if I have the best job in the world, if I'm the richest man in the world, and I've got everything that man desires in a hedonistic sense, of like, I just want pleasure, I just want stuff, materialistic things. Oh, look at my next Holocaust, my Sunfer, and my Flash Jaguar, Porsche 911 Turbo. I've got a jet, all that crap. What does it mean if you're going to die, if you're not well? No,
I think you and I see things differently.
No, but
you're not going to agree at all.
So, but I'm asking a question, right? Materialism and your health. Which is the most important thing?
Your health is always more
good man.
So, some level of materialism, whether it's a relationship, suggests that you function.
But a relationship is not materialism.
I was wrong to compare that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I know what you mean.
Something about being able to hold a job down, being able to hold a relationship down, are indications of the...
I was able to hold a relationship down for quite a long period of time, and I'm also smart enough to work on. There's a lot of weird shit going on around that time. You know, like honey traps and all kinds of other things, and you know, it didn't take much to dangle things. Like, but I was in that I didn't know then what I know now. Lots of mistakes were made back then by everybody. Not just me, not just my wife, not just the medical professionals, lots of people. I'm not saying that, you know, do I think that there's been a hand in everything that's happened to me? I can't prove it, Andrew.
I said earlier I was that time, and I must go.
Well, you were late for me 5 right, so you can be there for the next 5 months. You can. You can. So, you can. So, the materialism is all irrelevant because I don't know where you live, how much money you have, how well connected you are, whether you've got a wife, whether you've got kids, whether you've got a relationship, all those things. I don't know those things. But I can guarantee you that right now, Andrew, that if you were to end up out in that deck and all your clothes were gone and your glasses and your shoes and your flash car and nothing, you've got one, but you know, let's just say, hypothetical, and all that stuff was taken away, it might affect you, but is it the end of you? No, because you can get it all back. You can get a new relationship, you can rebuild on the old one that was damaged. But the one thing, the most important thing in this world, to every single person, that if you take it away, you're screwed, your health.
Of course, and your health is crucial.
So there we go. And I also find it very strange that you guys have all said in the past that when you come to do a mental health assessment, you've always found that like the mental health, when I've been assessed on mental health, you've always said that you don't really care or not interested in my physical health. That the mental health has always been the focal point, and I found that very strange that so many people would say that they don't care about my physical health and that mental health is what you're here for. Let me finish. But it's strange that mental health won't kill you unless you hang yourself from a tree or your whole nervous system goes into meltdown.
You quite like both of them.
Physical health kills you, Andrew.
Both of them.
So, but I find it very strange that physical health, which can kill you, is ignored. Mental health, which can't, it's the prime. It has to. Let's get this guy. Mental health maybe is all mental illness.
Well, I suppose that's my speciality. I'm not specialist in physical health anymore.
It doesn't matter if it's your specialty or not, Andrew. As one apparent caring human being to another, I find it strange that people aren't interested in my physical health and they're only interested in my mental health.
Well, I'm interested in both.
Well, the first time you said it, because you didn't say it last time.
No. But Dave, I am going to leave now because I'm back to Worthington. I'm sorry, I don't feel we've reached any sort of conclusion, but I am glad I've met you again because it's been useful for me to sit and talk.
Well, I want to ask you some questions before you leave.
I haven't got time, David.
You've got 1 minute.
No, yeah.
I'm going to leave you some minutes. I'm asking you right now.
You can ask me one question and I'll answer it and then go.
Right.
Yes, I can. Go on.
Well, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about me trying to work out whether I think you have a mental disorder or not.
But the thing is, Andrew, this is the thing.
Yeah.
We're now talking borderline harassment, stalking, and nothing here.
No.
Because given that nothing has actually happened, that this warranted it, and I have a lot of evidence that everyone's ignored.
Well, your GP asked me to come and see.
Again, all that Andrew, they're not helping me. So I'm asking, schizophrenia is thrown around, and I think that's actually an insult.
I don't think you have to.
No, I know for a fact I don't, but I also don't have delusions, Andrew, because delusions are mistaken ideas, which aren't mental illnesses. So, I'm either right or I'm wrong.
I don't know, David. I wonder whether you have delusions. I don't know. And I know you say you don't, and you may be right. I don't know at the moment. I don't, but I'm sort of holding it as an option.
But the other thing that's hold it as an option, isn't it odd that my physical health's been ignored? I've got a serious heart condition that can kill me like that, and I'm getting bombarded with mental health assessments. But as I said to you, before you walk out the door, I'll guide you out. I've said all that. Important things are this. Moving forward from here, my aim is this. Non-violence. I'm intelligent enough to know I'm just trying to get me nowhere. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Intelligence is the only way forward. I know my health is in a bad way because I can feel my own body. I know my body, how it functions and works. And my soul in this body that drives it all day, every day. So I know that something's not right with me physically. I did have a serious mental problem in the past when I was on that rocket chain, that chain of therapies. Nobody did anything then though.
And it does cause problems,
But nobody did anything then though. But I'm not saying that hasn't still having some effect on me now. Because that's what you would like, wouldn't it?
I don't know,
because it, rather than focus on the truth, what's the solution to the situation? I've even been told by certain medical members, I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that, but it's like, well, look, Dave, you're not going to give up chasing the bone, and the bone's not something to turn around and go.
No. I'm probably leaving things up in the air, but I've got to go. I really have.
But Andrew, so what's the actual solution to this situation?
At the moment, David, there isn't.
There we go, then, eh?
There isn't. Which is still up in the air.
So little old me has just been left to rot. No one's doing anything about my physical health.
I'd like to see you again, but it's whether you want to come and see me or not.
Well, I can tell you now, there'll never ever be me turning up to another one of those buildings again. No. But if you want to come here,
well, that's another option.
Well, it's a possibility and an option. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
No, but it's an option. But we've met today, I'm glad we did. But everything is uncertain. I don't know where we're going to go from here.
Well, the other thing that gets going on which I find amusing is, Dave, you have anxiety and all that. I'm quiet. That's not mental illness.
No, it's not anxiety.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go now because I really am out of time. Thank you very much, Dave.
So, interesting what I'm doing. What do you want out of this situation?
It's not a question of what I want to do. I'm here to see whether I can be useful or not. That's all I'm here for. Just to figure out I can be useful. See yourself? See you.
Right.
Well, thank you very much for seeing me.
Can I have a quick look at the door?
No, not now.
I'll take a photograph. And a full copy of the report, please.
Yes, of course.
Because the last few ones haven't been sent when I've asked for them. So one quick thing then, Andrew. So we're saying, we're saying this though. We're saying no delusion, schizophrenia.
I didn't say that.
I've been recorded you, Andrew. So you did say that because I've recorded you. You've been recorded. So tell the truth.